In October 1962, humanity came closer to extinction than ever before. And for 13 terrifying days, the world held its breath as two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, stood on the brink of nuclear war. This is the untold story of the Cuban Missile Crisis. After World War II, the globe was split into two opposing camps, the capitalist West, led by the US, and the communist East. Led by the USSR, the rivalry was fierce, and both sides were armed with enough nuclear weapons to destroy the world many times over. The tension was already high after the failed US-backed Bay of Pigs invasion, which aimed to overthrow Fidel Castro's new communist government in Cuba. In response, and to counter American missiles stationed in Turkey, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev decided to secretly place nuclear missiles in Cuba, right on America's doorstep. On October 14, 1962, an American U-2 spy plane flying high over the island captured shocking images. Construction sites for Soviet medium-range ballistic missiles. Evidence was undeniable. The Cold War was about to turn scorching hot. Inside the White House, President John F. Kennedy convened a secret group of advisors known as EXCOMM. The options were terrifying. Do nothing? A diplomatic protest? A full-scale invasion of Cuba? Or a naval blockade to stop more missiles from arriving? Each path could lead to disaster. Kennedy chose the blockade, calling it a quarantine to sound less like an act of war. On October 22nd, Kennedy addressed a stunned nation, revealing the existence of the missiles and announcing the quarantine. The world watched in horror as Soviet ships steamed toward the American naval line. Would they stop, or would the first shot be fired, triggering a global nuclear holocaust? The tension was unbearable. For days, secret negotiations took place through back channels. Khrushchev sent Kennedy to conflicting messages, one aggressive, one more conciliatory. The world teetered on a knife's edge. Then, on October 28th, a breakthrough. The Soviets agreed to dismantle the missiles in Cuba in exchange for a public U.S. pledge not to invade the island. Secretly, the U.S. also agreed to remove its Jupiter missiles from Turkey at a later date. War was averted. The world exhaled. The crisis led to the creation of the Moscow-Washington hotline, a direct link to prevent future miscalculations. It was a stark lesson in the dangers of nuclear brinkmanship, a moment that proved just how close we came to the end. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history. Thanks for watching.